In this tutorial, we would like to introduce the report function of the configuration application. You must be logged in to be able to follow this tutorial. Warning: this tutorial does not replace the user manual. Please make sure to read through the user manual before using the configuration tool. Using this configuration tool affects the safety of the machine. Only authorized and instructed operators are allowed to use this tool. We start with reading a configuration from the device. You access the device and load the configuration from the device to the PC. You can see there are signals used and configured and how parameters are set. To document the settings made in the configuration, which is always necessary for safety applications, there is a report function. The report function can be activated in several ways. You can go to File and then Print, or you can click on the printer icon. Both are always available if any configuration is loaded at all. Select it and you will see a new dialog pop up where you can also leave a comment. Our comment is, we tested this configuration on Tuesday the 29th of March 2022. Click on the preview function and now you will receive a report of the current configuration. You can directly print it with the print button and send it to your local printer or print as a PDF. It is absolutely necessary to generate a report of the configuration of safety devices that are actually implemented in devices and machines. It is important that a valid documentation is available for service, maintenance, or in case of an accident, so that you can read what was configured in the safety device. Now we will have a look at what the documentation contains. First, we have a table of contents, device information and state info, and a current error logbook from the device. This is followed by configuration errors or warning messages. Here you can see some warnings related to the configuration. Then we see the interfaces and inputs including their settings, as well as internal flags, which can be provided, for example, with symbolic names. We also see the outputs with their settings. Depending on the type of bel.guard safety device, the list of interfaces may vary. For example, in addition to digital I/O, there may be network variables available for inputs and outputs. Moreover, we see the axes configuration for all activated axes with all information and settings and all their parameters. Then we see all inputs that have been used in the configuration, plus all their logic operations. This is followed by the outputs. We also see all the safety functions that are configured. Here again, all safety functions that were configured are displayed with their input and output settings. Finally, the CDC report. CDC is a data container that is transferred one-to-one to the device and read back, the content of which can be seen here in readable form. It includes all the parameters that a user can set and thus the complete safety configuration that has been created. We also find all our pages again, the interface configuration, the encoder settings, the digital inputs with modes, the internal parameters, the input and output functions and the configuration of the axes, and the safety functions to the respective axes, for example, the STO with all input-output parameters, times, and more. Please make sure to check out our other tutorials on how to use the bel.guard configuration application.